What's the laziest way to make money with AI as a beginner? Well, after making over $10 million online in the past few years, I have to say that AI has made getting rich more accessible than it's ever been. So today, I'm going to share the 5 most popular AI business models and compare them against each other to see which one is the best for someone just getting started. And the first one I want to talk about is called AI content creation. If you haven't seen it already, AI content has completely taken over the internet. With just a few clicks, you can make the craziest hyper-realistic video about anything. And the best part is that you can get paid for it. Let me show you an example of what I'm talking about. So I know the person that's running this TikTok account, and they are making over $10,000 a month with the dumbest videos I've ever seen in my life. Basically, what they do is make these crazy, borderline offensive AI videos, and they use them to sell products on TikTok Shop, and they get a little bit of commission for every single product they sell. I'm gonna play this video for y'all just so you can see how crazy this thing actually is.
Roof is coming out really good, but I don't know what happened to Juan. Hopefully he recovers and we can knock this out. Almost forgot to mention, Father's Day is coming up, and this right here is the
These
perfect
solar
gift.
fan hats kept us cool this whole job. Make sure to grab yours from TikTok Shop.
So as you can see, they're promoting this sort of solar powered fan hat, which is a product that's been going super viral on TikTok Shop lately. And instead of getting the product in their hands themselves, they just had AI generated videos of people or fake people promoting their product. And this is making thousands of dollars a week. So it goes to show how much potential there is in this AI content creation wave. You just got to get creative. You can make money with this AI content in a few different ways. As you saw there, you can post it yourself and get paid from affiliate marketing or AdSense, or you can sell these video creation services to other companies. And I would consider this a lazy business model because it's really easy to make these videos. The only challenge is being creative enough to come up with the prompts, but you can even use ChatGPT to help you with that. Let me show you real quick how I would go out and create one of these videos if I was trying to make money with this. So it's as simple as going to ChatGPT and asking them for a prompt that you can put into these video creation apps like Google Flow, which I'm going to show you in a second. I can basically say, I want to get a prompt for Google Flow of a extremely realistic video of a gorilla trying to wear a gold chain with a Jesus piece on it. And then it will give you a very clear prompt that you can use for Google's platform. And then from that, you have a crazy good piece of content that you could put on whatever platform you want. I would just take the prompt right here, and then I would bring it over to Flow, which is Google's platform. I would paste the prompt into there, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit start. And literally in like 60 seconds or less, it's gonna spit out a crazy video. I honestly have spent hours playing with this tool. It is maybe one of the most incredible tools I've ever experienced in my life. And I've been on the internet for so many years. So check this out. Let's look at this video that it created for us. All right, so in just 60 seconds, the video is done. And just look at the quality of this video that it produced in less than a minute. Like, that is absolutely insane. A couple years ago, to make something like this, you would have to know how to do 3D animation, and you would have to go to school and build this crazy skill set. Now I can literally print a video out like this in less than a minute. It is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life, and it can go extremely deep. So on the difficulty scale, I'm giving this one an easy rating. It's not that hard. You just have to be creative enough to come up with the ideas, and then you spam post them all across TikTok until you get a video that hits. To do this properly, you do need access to some tools like Google Flow, which costs around $120 a month, and ChatGPT, which can cost up to $20 a month. But all in all, it's not that expensive. So on the cost side, I'm giving it a medium. My only major problem with this business is the lack of potential. Since everyone in the world can make the same exact videos as you, the barrier to entry is basically non-existent. And since you're earning money from views or selling other people's products, the sustainability of the business is extremely low. I mean, you're just one bad month or one algorithm change from the entire business falling apart and you having to start all over again. In my eyes, it's more of a side hustle than a real business. So for that reason, I'm putting the potential as low. The next AI business I want to talk about is building an AI software. And excuse my handwriting, it's really bad. When most people think about getting rich with AI, this is what they're thinking of. Building the next ChatGPT and becoming some mega billionaire and retiring on a yacht in the south of France. Without a doubt, this business model will get you richer than just about anything I'm gonna talk about today. But trust me, it's not without its flaws. This is hands down the most expensive business model of them all. For you to launch even an extremely basic AI software, it's gonna cost you upwards of $30,000 just to get things up and running. And that's not counting marketing expenses or other team costs. So the cost for this business is very high. I would also say that the difficulty for this business is the highest of anything on this list by far. You have to come up with an idea that the marketplace wants, manage a team to get it all built, and then market it to the masses. So why am I including it on the laziest list? Well, I built a software company that generated millions of dollars in revenue and eventually sold it in a 7-figure deal. And software has this beautiful thing called MRR, monthly recurring revenue. Once you sell your product to customers, if you did a good enough job, they're gonna stick around for months and pay you on autopilot like clockwork. At the peak of my software company, we were doing over 100K a month in profit, and I was working on this business for like an hour a day max. So as you can see, the potential is very high. Look, if you've got 30 grand laying around and 3 years to dedicate, building an AI software is one of the best options you could do if you want to make generational wealth. But for most of you guys, I know you're not in a position where you have access to a lot of capital, nor are you at the skill level to execute something like this. So while I think AI software is a great long-term goal for you to have, I think starting today, this is not one of the best options for a beginner. Like I said, when it works, it is absolutely printing, and there's almost nothing that becomes lazier than that. But the front-loaded effort and cost it takes to get to that point would not make it my first choice for beginners. So if you're starting at square one today, I would recommend focusing on something a little more beginner-friendly, like AI commerce. This is the best business model for beginners who want to make money with AI by far. AI commerce is simply using AI tools to sell products online. E-commerce has been around for years, and it's the business that changed my life 5 years ago and maybe my first million after being over $30,000 in debt. I've always believed in e-commerce, and I've always known it to be one of the best opportunities that exist on the internet today. And thanks to the introduction of AI, everything became 10 times easier when it comes to building your own store. So if I had to start over again from $0, this is exactly what I would focus all of my attention on, no question. In fact, I just used this same exact method to take a 17-year-old kid named Daniel, who only had $38 to his name, to making his first $10,000 online in just 30 days, fully with AI commerce. Like I said, AI has made e-com easier than ever. You can use these tools to find products for you, build your website, create your ads, and even help you run your business on a day-to-day basis. And once you get your store dialed in, you can make hundreds of dollars a day in profit without barely having to work at all. I know it sounds crazy, but it really works. The store we started for Daniel is now making close to $1,000 a day right now, and we just started it 3 weeks ago. Let me show you. As you can see today, this business generated $552 in revenue, and it's only 4 p.m. in the afternoon. By the end of this day, we're gonna crack $1,000 for sure. Of course, it's not completely hands-off or passive. We still have to run this business and keep optimizing it every day. But once it starts cooking and you find a product that's making you sales, you'll be making money all day long, whether you decide to work or not. So for that reason, I'm putting the difficulty of this business at medium. It's a little hard to get up and running, but once things start running, I'm telling you, it gets crazy. Even the time that I've been recording this video, we've made $70 in sales. By far, that's my favorite part about e-com. All day long, no matter what we're doing, we're making money. And that's a good feeling. That's also why I would say the potential for this business is extremely high. You know, I made over $2 million with my last e-com store, and I sold it for a life-changing amount of money back in 2023. And this was before the introduction of AI. That's why I feel like there's never been a better time to get into the e-com game than today. And that's coming from someone who's been in this game all the way back since 2017. I've seen so many different eras of this industry, and I'm telling you, this is one of the best times that I've ever seen. Now, when it comes to cost, it's not free, but it's not super expensive either. The most expensive part is running ads to get customers. But other than that, the expenses are not that crazy. In total, we spent a couple $100s in ads until we found our $1,000 a day product, which was definitely worth it. So I would put the cost for this business at medium. All in all, it's one of the best opportunities in the market today, and it's very accessible for people at all skill levels. And once it starts working, there's almost nothing more consistent and scalable. So if you want to start your own AI comm store, check out the link in my description where my team will build you your own AI store for 100% free. Once you get your store, you'll instantly get access to a step-by-step training on how we used one of these stores to go from $0 to over $1,500 a day in just 1 week. Next month, I'm actually going to be giving away $100,000 in cash to someone who launches their own store with this AI commerce strategy. And if you think I'm lying, I literally have a bank account right here with $100,000 just reserved for somebody who completes this challenge. To take the challenge and enter the giveaway, all you have to do is start a store, get your first sale, and you'll instantly be eligible for the prize pool. And to the person who has the highest revenue at the end of August, I'll be flying out to them directly wherever they are in the world and hand delivering a check with a $100,000 prize. Listen to me when I tell you that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity and the clock is ticking. So I do not want you to miss your chance on this. Click the link down below, launch your free AI comm store, and join the challenge today before it's too late. You will never get another opportunity like this in your life, I promise you. The last business I want to talk about is one of the most popular. It's starting an AI agency, specifically an AI automation agency. This is where you sell AI services to business to help them run their company smoother so they can make more profit with less work day to day. You can sell a bunch of different services with an agency like this, from AI sales reps, AI customer support, AI company management. Really, whatever problems a company has that you can fix with AI, that's what you're selling. And these companies will pay a lot of money for this, especially in the right industry. But difficulty-wise, I would put this business at a high, because you have to obtain a pretty advanced level of AI skills to be able to come up with and provide solutions for these companies. You also have to develop strong enough sales skills to convince these people to pay you thousands of dollars a month for your automation services that they can just go set up themselves. It's super worth it to master both of these skills, but I definitely wouldn't say it's easy at all, especially for a complete beginner. Now, the best part about an agency or any service-based business is that it has next to no startup costs, making it a great option for people on an extremely low budget. You pretty much just need access to basic AI tools and a phone to reach out and try to sell these people. That's all you need to make your first $1,000 with this business model. So on the cost factor, I mean, it's very low. It might as well just be zero. The downfall of this business model, of course, is the scaling potential. Since you're dealing directly one-to-one with clients, it's essentially like a glorified high-paying 9-to-5. You work for that client, making sure everything runs smoothly, and you deliver on the service that you promised every single day. Now, don't get me wrong, when you have 2 or 3 clients, things are great and you can easily be making $3 to $5 grand a month. But scaling this business to the big leagues, where you're making thousands of dollars a day or even a couple $1,000,000 a year, becomes extremely complicated and is almost impossible without building incredibly advanced systems or a huge team to handle your operations. So for that reason, I put the potential of this business on the lower end in comparison with the other options that we discussed today. And out of all the businesses, it's the least laziest because you have to always be on call for your clients no matter where you are in the world or what you're doing. So I think the clear winner out of these 4 businesses has to be AI commerce. It's the most scalable, it's the least amount of effort, and in my opinion, it is the best business model for people with a low level of experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. If you want to get your own AI store built for 100% free, make sure to click the link in the description. The $100,000 giveaway is ending very soon, and I want you to have a shot at that. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.